Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. This is Caramel Rell. Thanks, guys, for joining the Caramel Rell Show. It is Sunday. Thank you guys for being here. I see you guys coming in. See you guys still coming in. Thank you guys for joining. Let me get my disclaimer up, honey, because I don't know what I might say today. I don't have no idea. None. Hey, y'all. I missed y'all. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. My goodness. A lot of stuff. Let's get a disclaimer. Disclaimer. Fair use. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion. Yes. All right. Get my water close by, honey, because I might need a sip. Yes. So, got a lot to talk about. So you guys know, we always like to talk about celeb news first, all right? So we talked about the other day, Sheryl Lee Ralph, she did an interview, honey, with The Breakfast Club, Angela Yee, where she talked about she was violated, you guys, by a TV judge. Okay, a lot of people speculated who they thought it was. She said, and it was not Judge Mathis. So she did make sure to put that out there, okay? For those of you who you talk about this is what she had to say. Shout out to put his hand way up. And that would happen at times, right? And so, and I noticed that you didn't get into detail about, but do you feel like that's something that has had any effect on your career in any way at all, and B, that you would at some point get more into detail about, because it is, like you said, with the Me Too movement and that happening all the time, that's a hard thing for women to even speak up about.
Hence, I didn't say a whole lot about it.
Yeah. You know, and not like detailing names or who it is, but just even the effect that has on you. Because
it's horrible.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God. It's like I can think about these things. And I tell you, there was one incident where it was like the third time something like this had happened to me. And I thought to myself, what did I do to deserve?
You talk about the Me Too movement. So that's what she was talking about. Something had happened to her, you guys. If y'all follow me, then you guys know. I want to say maybe Thursday or maybe Friday that we talked about it. So upon her talking about that, okay, Judge Joe Brown, he has since spoken up, you guys, and I'm talking about he was snapping off about it. Okay, so he goes off about the accusations that were brought up when Sheryl Lee Ralph came forward to disclose that she was violated by a famous TV judge, okay? And he said, no, it was not him. He said it's not him, and that he is suing for defamation of character, okay? I'm going to play for you what he had to say. He was very upset about it, too. I was like, shit.
Before we go further, it's a warning to anybody listening. I might bring in my legal crew and proceed for defamation of character. You see, when they put my face next to hers and they start doing that little stuff there, that becomes innuendo that somebody can see who they're talking about, and that's very destructive to my reputation, because not only do I have a long track record of ensuring that women get justice when they've been done wrong, doing that on the criminal bench and a long time before that. My motto for the last half century has been protecting womanhood and promoting manhood, and there's those that don't seem to like it. So I might need a vacation. And I think I know where the deep pockets are, let me say this before we go further. It's a warning. I might proceed for defamation of character. Innuendo putting out there becoming legally sufficient. Now, so far, she hasn't said anything that implicates me.
This man walked in, grabbed me by the back of my neck, turned me around, and rammed his nasty tongue down my throat.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's what they're saying
they pose a question: who sexually assaulted Cheryl?
Well, there is people that kind of. Have you ever heard of the word innuendo?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, the law on defamation, it is sufficient if the innuendo that goes along with the objectionable language implies that it is someone else. They don't even have to say it. It can be innuendo. That's actionable. So I might proceed for defamation of character. Somebody on a goddamn legal crew ought to say, you need to be careful what you do. Because even if you aren't saying it, if you are implying it, you become subject to a defamation action. Now, defamation action, they can ask you all you want. The fact of the matter is, I don't know this woman, never met this woman, certainly haven't had any contact with her. Somebody on a goddamn legal crew ought to say, you need.
Yeah, y'all hear that? When he start using the double cuss words, baby, he is pissed. He's saying, look, I don't know what the hell y'all got this from. Don't be trying to do the process of elimination as it relates to me. He's saying that I didn't do that. And for those of you out there saying that I did, don't be putting no pictures beside my face and her face, trying to imply that I did. You even implying. He said, I can use a good vacation and I know where the deep pockets are. So for those of you that want to be out here playing like that, look, I'm about to start doing defamation lawsuits. So boom. Whoever's out there saying he did, I never said he did. I never said he did. I just said on my page, hey, put in the chat who you think it was. That's not implying. That's just your opinion. Everybody has an opinion as to what they feel like and or think. Okay, so I don't even need to say allegedly in that. I never said who I thought it was. She said she did not think that. She said it was not Judge Mathis. There are many other judges out there. There's Judge Wapner. There's so many other judges. And I'm not saying that Judge Wapner did it either. But whoever it was, she did not say who it was because maybe she's not ready to say who it was. Okay. Maybe she has a lawyer that maybe she's talking to. Then maybe she's told her lawyer. I don't know what the case may be. Okay. But he's pissed. He's saying you pretty much need to have your ducks in a row if you're going to mention my name because I am prepared to sue. So that's what he's saying. We still don't know who this famous TV judge is. But y'all, it's a lot. Let's move on from it, honey. I hope they figure it out because it is a lot. All right, let's move on to one of my favorite actors now. I was very sad to hear about this that happened to him, y'all. I said I have got to talk about this today because I was blown when I saw this in the news. All right, one of my favorite actors, Jonathan Majors. He's up and coming, you guys. For those of you who don't know who he is, this is a picture of him. He is up and coming. He's in Marvel movies now. We start making that Marvel money. You getting a coin, okay? Any Marvel movie I love. I'm a huge Marvel fan. All right. He just recently played in Creed 3, and he has several other movies that he's played in as well. He's a very good actor. Okay. So there is a woman, okay, who says that he allegedly assaulted her. She's saying she's his girlfriend. He's done several interviews saying he was single. Go figure. I don't know. So this woman is saying that she saw another woman hitting up his phone and she tried to see who it was and that he allegedly got mad and slapped her. Okay. Yeah. She said that he slapped her, you guys. All right. So let me read to you what was said and we're gonna dissect this thing and talk about it. All right. All right. So it says that earlier news broke that Jonathan Majors was arrested in New York City for allegedly assaulting a woman during a domestic dispute, y'all. They're saying that the alleged victim is said to be his girlfriend. All right. They're saying that law enforcement sources are told that, they're saying law enforcement sources told them that the two got into a disagreement while in a car going home from a bar down in Brooklyn. Okay. So they went out for a nice little time out and they got into an argument. Says that police were told that his girlfriend saw another woman hitting his phone and she tried to ask him about it while trying to see who it was on the phone as well. Says that he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her. Says we're also told that the alleged victim claims that he put his hands around her neck during this. All right. Says that the woman was then dropped off somewhere and that Jonathan Majors then spent the night elsewhere. I'm guessing with the person who was calling in the phone. That's my guess. Have you guys ever heard the saying, If you go looking for something, you might find it. All right. If your intuition is telling you that something is going on in somebody's phone, it may be. And if you go digging for it, it may be there. And when you find it, what are you prepared to do? And what are you prepared to do during the time that you're trying to find it? This person, that's one thing that you do not do. When a person is cheating, they do not want to be caught. Okay? I'm just saying. You cannot just grab somebody. That's his personal property. Even though you are his girlfriend, you still cannot grab his personal property. Okay? And proceed to want to go through it and find out anything that's in this person's phone, because that's not your business. Regardless to the fact that she says she is his girlfriend, that is still his personal property. Okay? Period. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Whoever's blowing up his phone, if it is a female, hey, if that's the fact, if you feel a way about it, you're supposed to be his girlfriend, hey, you have to make a decision. Was it understood that you and him were exclusive? Because like I said, he's done several interviews saying that he was single. So that speaks volumes to me right there. Maybe y'all went out on a night to have a good time, is what it sounds like. And he's up and coming. There's a lot of women who see it for him. They think he's so fine. He might have a legion of holes in his phone. So if you're dealing with him, are you prepared to deal with that and deal with the fact that other women may be blowing him up when he's not around you, when he is around you? So you have to make a decision. Do you plan to stay in that situation, or do you plan to move on and find somebody you can be exclusive with, where you don't have to be checking phones? I'm not checking your phone. I'm not babysitting nobody. If I got to do that, I don't need to be with you. Period. Because I'm not putting myself in a situation to where I am in a DV situation to where somebody feels like they can put their hands on me because I'm trying to find out something that they don't want me to find out. Like you getting slapped and all this other stuff. That's team too much. That's team too much. And then you done pissed him off to the point where you well, I'm not saying that she made him do that, but to where he done put his hands on you in that way. And then he done dropped you off somewhere, I'm guessing at home. And then he done left. Maybe he was supposed to spend the night with you that night, but you kind of messed that up when you tried to go on his phone. So then he done left you and spent the night elsewhere. You done got pissed off, and it said that she didn't even call the police that night to even report this incident until the next day. So that means that you done went to sleep, you done lingered on, probably blew his phone up, calling him, where you at? Y'all know how it is when you mad. Where you at? I know the hell you didn't drop me off up over here. Where you at? You done slapped me across my damn face. You done did this. Y'all know how we do when we pop off women. Where you at? Why you done called him 20,000 times, leaving voicemail after voicemail? I know you see me calling you. Why you ain't answering your phone? One of them. So you ain't pick up the phone. You ain't answer me back. You didn't call me back. So now I'm about to call the popos, and I'm about to press charges, and I'm about to do this, because you in your feelings. Mind you, she called the police next day and pressed charges. Now, it is said that there were visible marks on her. There was a mark behind her ear. I want to say there was one on her face as well, from what I'm reading. If so, his ass is grass. I'm sorry. You cannot put your hands on people. And I get it. It may have been a reaction. Okay. We don't know. I wasn't in the cab with them, but I'm just thinking worst case scenario. If somebody's trying to grab your phone and you're trying to keep them from doing that, you're trying to snatch the phone back. You're probably trying to hold this person back, especially if they're trying to swing on you, which I'm not saying this person did, but you guys know how it works. It kind of puts me in the mind of the situation that happened between Rihanna and Chris Brown. Somebody called Chris Brown or was texting Chris Brown in the phone whenever he and Rihanna were in the car. When that situation popped off, she didn't like it. The fact that there was another female calling or texting his phone, and it popped off. Y'all already know how Chris is, baby. He crump dance. He be on this, but he got paused for days, which we saw. We saw Rihanna's face. Okay. Guys don't like when you go through their phones, especially when they're doing some shit they should not be doing, period. Allegedly, he's one of those types of people. He had somebody calling him, and it could have been a business call. Maybe he just didn't want her in the phone. But bottom line is, an altercation occurred. His career could be in jeopardy behind this. They said that the girl was a Becky. Doesn't matter what color she is. No, it does not. DV is DV. It doesn't matter. It comes in all colors, shapes, and sizes. Nobody deserves to have hands put on them, period. But I do think that going forward, you should be very aware of the type of company that you keep, because then you put yourself in a situation to where someone uses that situation in an effort to bring you down. Everybody know he's up and coming. How many movies have you been in? What have you been acting now? Not that long. Now your career could be over a moment. Okay. So like I said, they said another female allegedly texted his phone. She was reaching for his phone and tried to peep in his phone to see what was going on in his phone. She claims that he slapped her, then proceeded to put his paws around her neck. That's serious. Okay. I'm like, girl, did you not see Creed? Do you not see how big his damn arms are? He's a big guy. He's a big guy. So he was very bold to take it there. I get that you was in your feelings and you was, on this bullshit right here. Like, who was in your phone? Like, girl. So then afterwards, like I said, he dropped her off. Then he left her, probably spent the night with the same person that was texting him in the phone, which that sparked her to be pissed off. So I'm thinking allegedly a booty call. So if you're leaving a bar, I'm thinking that's kind of late at night. Like, who leaves the bar at 7 o'clock? No, probably 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You headed home in a cab. Okay, this person, they done text you. You probably was texting them while you were in the bar, and the other person that you was there with didn't even know. Because if a person want to cheat, they're going to be slick enough to do it. Hey, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So you in the bathroom, you think the person's using the bathroom, but they're actually texting the person that they kind of really want to be with. Okay, she's saying all the right stuff. So he's figuring out, hey, let me go ahead and get rid of this person so I can go and be with the person I really want to be with. Okay, and I'm just doing worst case scenario. All right, so whoever this person was that called him that late, because I'm thinking it was late. I'm thinking it had to be a booty call. And when she texted that phone and the other person saw it, she already knew. Women, we know. Intuition let us know anytime something is going on. We know. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for the super chat, dear. We know when certain things happen. It's called women's intuition. And her intuition kicked in and she realized that there was something going on in that phone that maybe should not have been going on. And she wanted to look a little deeper, which then got her popped, per se. Okay. So, like I said, he has not claimed her or anyone as it relates to being in a relationship with no one. But, hey, it's looking like she might have been in her feelings a little bit. Yeah. So, like I said, his career just getting started. He's facing some very serious allegations and or charges. So he was locked up behind this situation. So he has not spoken out about it yet. I'm waiting to hear about it. And I really don't want to put any type of blame on him until I hear both sides. We've only heard her side to where she called the police and said, hey, he did this, and this. Well, what did you do? What did you do to spark it? And I'm not saying that it was right if he put his hands on her, but certain things, for every action is a reaction. You cannot touch my personal property and expect me not to react. Thank you so much. Said I missed you. I miss you guys too. Thank you so much. I'm feeling a little bit better. I know I sound a little bit better. Been trying to stay on top of my meds and my tea and blah, blah, blah. Getting plenty of rest. I'm back. I'm ready to talk a little shit tonight. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. All right. So this alleged girlfriend in this incident, like I said, she did not call the cops until the next day of the assault, allegedly. Okay. Upon my research, she didn't call till the next day. Like I said, which means that she thought about it. I'm pretty sure she didn't get any sleep. Women, we know how we are when we on our petty. When we petty betties, y'all know how we are. When a nigga pisses us off, especially when he don't put his hands on you. That brings out something in you. Because the whole night you're going to be thinking about this motherfucker had the audacity to put his hands on me. And another bitch was calling. That's 2 strikes. You put your hands on me and another bitch was calling you. So now I got to be on my what? Get back. So now I got all night to think about what is going to be my get back. What am I going to do to him? To really make him know that he hurt me and got me in my feelings. What can I do to make him realize that, bitch, you tried it? You sure did. Damn sure did. You tried it. The audacity. Okay. First of all, for you to have somebody calling you, then for you to put your hands on me, then for you to drop me off like I'm just some, a bag of trash or somewhere, then hop your ass back in the cab and probably go to this bitch house. And you see me calling you because you know she done called him, like I said, 1,000 times, and he ain't answered the phone because he pissed off too for the audacity, for the clear audacity of her ass to be going through his phone. Y'all know how it works. Okay. So, like I said, she probably called him multiple times afterwards, or even she probably went by his house and saw his car wasn't there. Women, y'all know how we are. We done got into an altercation, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You should be home. If I don't see that car there, if I don't see you there, I come and knock on your door, ring your doorbell. You don't answer. There's no lights on. That lets me know you're not home. Where could you be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when I know that you had a call from said female that came through your phone? And I'm just kind of putting my own scenario out there as to what I think could have happened. Because we've seen it many times. So I don't understand why you would allow yourself to be put in that situation. I would have told the cab to stop. Let me get out. Take her wherever she needs to go to let her get out and go home, knowing that I am an up and coming and that I got other stuff on the line. I have more to lose than this person does. So I'm going to remove myself from this situation and not allow you to push me to that point of wanting to knock the shit out of you for going through my stuff and or probably swinging on me and feeling like you are entitled to touch my property. My phone is my property. Whatever's in my phone is my business. I don't have to share it with you. If somebody called me, I don't have to tell you who is calling me. Period. I don't need to tell you what's in my phone, who's calling me, who's sending, whatever. If you hear my phone buzzing off, buzz your ass over there and sit down. Let me check my own message. And if I feel compelled to share it with you, then I will. If I don't, then consider that to not be your business. Who are you to touch my phone? So my thing is this: never go through somebody's phone. Do not go looking for something if you don't want the answer for it. I'm pretty sure he had plenty of holes in his phone. Plenty of pictures. Plenty. Maybe it's the alcohol. I don't know what she drank that night. They say they left a bar. You know, alcohol does fuel things and emotions. Okay? That liquid courage. Maybe she had that liquid courage to make her feel like, hey, I'm the shit tonight. If something pop off, hey, y'all know women, when we get a little drink in us, we're a little more rah than we would normally be. And when she heard that phone buzzing or somebody calling, then she felt a little more rah than she should have been. And it got her in a situation that she didn't want to be in. So the fact that he really does not claim her in interviews speaks volumes. Because if you're really in love like that, if you're really feeling her like that, that means that you're reduced to being a pick-me. Who wants to be a pick-me? Who wants to be called a pick-me? Okay. That's just what it's called. If he's not claiming you as his woman, per se, to say, oh yeah, I'm dating somebody. I'm dating this little shorty, you know, the little shorty. Y'all know this is what they call us. That's what they call it. I'm dating this little shorty. I've been seeing a little minute or whatever, y'all. You know, she that little thing. You know, when they really feeling us, she my little thing. That's her. Yeah, we've been seeing each other or whatnot. He ain't even give you one of them. You just a chick he went to the bar with that night and had a few drinks and dropped your ass off somewhere. You ain't even his little thing. Y'all know women, we could be a little thing. When they feeling us like that, y'all know men got little slangs for us. That's my little thing right there. You know, I've been seeing her and whatnot. We've been going out of town. We've been, going out to eat dinner and all that. You know, we've been doing our little thing. Y'all know how it be. It's a little thing. Little thing. Take you home and get a little thing. That thing can mean anything. You could be a little thing. They're gonna take you home and get a little thing. And that's just our little thing. That's how it go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, women, we need to mind our business and don't be on that. My prayers is to Jonathan and for the female. She got some abrasions or whatever behind this situation. I don't want to laugh about it, but yeah, keep your hands to yourself. Bottom line, that's a lesson to be learned. You cannot touch people's property. I hope they figure it out. I really think she was on her get back when she did it, or she would have called the police, like I said, after the situation happened and not the next day. But my prayers is they figure the situation out, that it does not ruin his career, because it's hard to build a career in Hollywood. It's very hard. And you have to separate yourself from certain people when you are climbing that ladder. And we talked about this the other day. Thank you so much, Gertina. I can't even talk tonight. But you have to separate yourself from certain people when you are on the climb to success, because everybody is, like we talked about, everybody's not meant to go. Everybody cannot be in your circle because they don't understand where you're going. And since you can't hear me, you might want to go out and come back in. I'm talking very loud and I have my volume up very loud as well. Can everybody hear me? Put a 1 if you can hear me, 2 if you cannot. But yeah, you have to separate yourself from certain types of people when you are on the when you're on the climb to success, because everybody don't understand it. Everybody's not meant to be there, and everybody don't know how to react when they're there. So you cannot hang with everybody when you're on the rise. You got to separate yourself from certain people because everybody don't understand it. And you got some people who are jealous and they'll stop at nothing but to try to pull you down. And that includes females. You're trying to date, you're going to be in the dating world. it gets lonely. He wants to have some type of companionship. Like he said, he's not in a relationship, so he's going to be dating. And he's free to date whomever. If he like Caucasians, child, do what you got to do, baby. Get you a Becky and go on out here, honey, and do what you got to do. But be careful with the type of company you keep. Make sure that the types of company that you're keeping is not somebody who is going to try to destroy you and your career later on down the road over simple stuff as well. Okay. That you don't have to resort to putting your hands on, because that will put you in a place that you don't want to be in. So now you may have a DV situation on your record, which that's not a good look. Hollywood, y'all, you already see Chris Brown is still bouncing back from that situation with Rihanna. And how many years ago have that been? How many years ago has that been? I'm like, damn. And he's done several albums since then, and people are just not supporting him like they used to when he first came out because of that situation with Rihanna. They've apologized to each other. They moved on. He's in another relationship. Rihanna's in another relationship. She's a mom now. She's with A$AP Rocky. She's on her second child. Everything that Rihanna does, he congratulates her. He supports her, and vice versa. But other people are still not giving Chris that grace that he used to get. They're not really supporting him, and they're still hanging that situation over his head. So how long is this going to be held over Jonathan Major's head because of a mistake? You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful who you hang around with and who you allow to be in your circle. You just have to be careful. So hopefully this does not destroy him. Hopefully it's a learning experience for him. I saw something where Denzel Washington was saying that it's always at your highest moment in your career when the devil comes in to try to destroy you. And that's facts. That's facts. Anytime you're doing something and you get at your highest, that's when something comes to try to bring you down. And it's looking like that's what's going on with him. He's at his highest in his career. And it's happened so soon. Like he just started acting not too long ago. And he's like at the peak of his career at a very, very, very young age. So hopefully he gets past this. I really do. I like him as an actor. Like I said, I don't know what happened in that car, and I ain't gonna say it's irrelevant, but at the end of the day, it's very sad. It's very sad. I'm like, girl, didn't you see Creed? You ain't watch Creed? Like, girl, you didn't see them hands, that footwork, you ain't see all that? I would not have reached over there to grab that damn phone. Period. I would not. Did you not see him at Ant-Man? And I get it that I get it that the movie have all types of, little added stuff. But girl, he's big as hell. I would not have reached over there for that phone. Never, ever, ever. You not see them damn shoulders? Them big ass hands he got? Bitch, I don't care what's in your phone. I don't care. But yeah, I believe in my honest opinion that she was on her get back on that. I'm sorry. I believe she was on her get back. You should never have reached over there to get that phone, period. All right, let's move on. As you guys know, Love and Marriage Huntsville's trailer is out for the new show. I think a lot of people are excited. I ain't gonna say I'm excited. I mean, it's gonna give me more stuff to talk about because y'all know I cover everything Love and Marriage Huntsville on this channel anyway. But yeah, so Love and Marriage Huntsville's trailer is out. Martell is not doing shit per usual. But stirring up mess, and with the same fake storylines. As you guys know, Kiki does have a permanent spot on the show now. Destiny is not on the show this season. Wanda has not been filming. She wasn't even in the promo video, so I don't even know. Marceau is still on his bullshit. Tisha, she's still being disrespected by Marceau. I'm gonna play give me a second here. Kimmy did announce that she is cancer free. She went to the doctor. They could not find anything. They were all rejoicing over that. That's great because she looked very scared when she was going through what she was going through in terms of her having cancer and going through the chemo and all of her treatments that she had to go through. So it looked like they had some type of get together, some kind of party or whatever. And they were kind of applauding her whenever she announced that there was nothing there. And Maurice looked very happy as well. Let me just do a rundown, then I'm going to play the audio, okay? So then Kiki looks like she's having some type of marital issues this particular season where she's saying that marriage is very difficult. And then Tisha goes off on Marceau saying that nobody should be able to come to me and tell me something about the business that I don't know about, okay? She says ahead of me knowing. Okay, so then Maurice tells Marceau that that she built the company to be a multi-million-dollar business. I'm trying to figure out when that happened. And then you kick her out of the business. Okay. So y'all already know he's using her with her credit to go out here and get all this stuff, businesses, whatever. And he don't want to work with her. He already said that I don't want to work with Tisha. I never want to work with her. So, but you will use her credit and you will use her credentials to get the business up off the ground and make it to what it is. But you don't want to work with her. But then you go behind her back and do things and you don't include her when the business should be between the two of you. So Tisha felt very disrespectful. She had a conversation with him to let him know that she felt disrespected in that regard. But my thing is this, 9 other people own Black. So did you say anything to the other 9 that own it? It's a lot of people that own Black. It's just not just Tisha and Marcel. I did a live on it over here. Okay. So the fact that they're calling it a multi-million-dollar business, I'm trying to figure out when that happened. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that was going on. I didn't know it was a multi-million-dollar business. I'm still like, when did that happen? I didn't know. Maybe that happened while they were on a break. Okay. And I'm trying to be real nice when I say that. Maybe that happened when they were on a break, honey, because I was just like, oh God. But yeah, let me find the video while I'm talking to you guys. Because ooh, child, I got some tea that I want to be talking about today, child. Oh Lord. Do I sound better? Is my voice cracking, you guys? I'm trying to all right, so then Kiki and Stormy, they have some type of feud with Tiffany when they look like they're at some type of little get together, girls get together, where they have on these little silk pink robes where they're kind of sitting back. It was Tisha, Kiki, Tiffany, Stormy, who else was there? Oh, Mel was also there. They get into this argument, and Melody was pretty much like, yeah, I'm about to go. I don't want to be here in the middle of this. Oh, this sound great. Thank you. So they're saying, Mel was like, yeah, I'm about to go. She gets up and she's like, yeah, I'm about to go. Tisha, she kind of gets up to kind of break things up because I know Kiki is her cousin. So she kind of didn't want nothing to be popping off because she's trying to stick up for her family or whatever. But I was just like, oh, okay. But what did I do with the video? I'm tripping. Let me keep going. So then Tiffany, honey, y'all remember we were talking about there was an altercation between Sheree and another cast member of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That cast member we found out was Tiffany. Y'all know Tiffany speaks out of turn all the time. She's always saying something that she should not be saying. Tiffany stays doing the damn most, okay? So she confronts Sheree and asks Sheree, how does she feel dating Martell knowing that he has a reputation for cheating? I was like, damn, Tiffany. Y'all know Tiffany stays talking out of turn. She stays talking out of turn. All right, so then Sheree, she kind of looks confused, like you didn't know that he was divorced from cheating and having a whole side baby. But okay, Sheree. Okay. So then Martell confronts Tiffany. All right. Martell confronts Tiffany and pretty much says to Tiffany that she was disrespectful for going to Sheree and mentioning anything about cheating, you know, says that she's messing up my relationship that I have with Sheree. Well, we already found out through your baby mama, Coleslaw, that the relationship was fake. So what is anybody messing up? Okay, we already found out that Sheree is paying you 10% to be her man and to keep her spot on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So the two of you are helping each other stay relevant, all right? Sheree just went to, and not to get off topic too much, Sheree just went to an Oscars event. Martell nowhere in sight. So she went there by herself. So if you're supposed to be her man, why can you not rearrange your schedule of doing nothing to go there and be on her arm so that you can take pictures and photo ops with her if you really her man? Make that make sense, because you ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing else going on. So why could you not be there for the Oscar event to, you know, escort her and take pictures and get the clout that you love to get, Martell? So Martell says to Tiffany, says as educated as you are, you actually would go and say that to Sheree? It don't matter how educated you are to read a person. I mean, facts are just facts. You did cheat. What was it that she said was such a lie? I mean, granted, maybe it wasn't her business to say what she said, but what she said was the truth. You are a known cheater. You cheated on Melody for years with Ariane. Ariane has already said that you have been seeing multiple women as well. So you, sir, are a known cheater. Melody has already said within the marriage you cheated with several women, not just Ariane. So it's a known fact that you are a cheater. Not sure why you're not willing to go ahead and accept that, sir. I mean, you trying to run around here like you the Pope. Now, I know they done gave you this Grand Marshal bullshit title, but at the end of the day, which you shouldn't have even got that. Your ass is a cheater. Period. You are a cheater. There's no way around it. You, sir, are a damn cheater. There's no way around it. No way around it. It's crazy. So then Melody, she sits down with a friend. Okay, and she says about Martell, she says that as many people that he's trying to turn against me, how would you feel knowing that he was steady trying to get back with me? Okay, she's talking about, I guess, Sheryl or maybe Ariane. Okay, she said that he's steady trying to turn people against her, but how would these same people feel knowing that he's steady trying to get back with her? I keep saying he still loves Melody. The reason why he still continues to come for her and do what he does is because he still wants her. He does not feel like he can survive without her. He don't want Sheryl because Sheryl cannot give him what he needs that Melody could give him. He don't want to be with Ariane. He will never commit to Ariane because Ariane has nothing to offer him. But we talked about it before. Do I need to say it again? For those of you that could not hear me in the back. He will never commit to Ariane because Ariane has nothing to offer him but do we know what that means? Everybody here grown. Okay? When y'all hear that sound, you already know what that means. I don't know no other way that I can break it down to where you guys can understand me. That's the only thing that Ariane can offer him. Okay? That's it. And apparently it's not enough to sustain him because he's still going out and getting it elsewhere. If you were the real, then he would not be out here getting it somewhere else. If you were giving that bomb head, like they call it. Yeah. Yeah, if you were really doing that. If you were really on that type of thing, you know. If you were that thing, let's go back to that. If you was really that thing like that. If you could really throw that thing like he needed you to, then he don't need to find it nowhere else. I don't need to go to KFC to get chicken and pull up to Popeyes and get a side and then pull up to, what's another restaurant? Burger King to get a drink. I can get everything I need at one place if it's popping like that. But allegedly, it ain't really popping over there. I don't need to pull up to three different places to get what I need. I mean, am I being a little too graphic? The thing ain't thinging. That's all I'm saying. Thing ain't thinging. You like this, Ariane like to say she that bitch like that, but you kind of not, girl. You kind of not. Come from behind that filter and realize you not the shit like that, boo-boo. You just kind of not. I mean, caramel back now. I'm ready to talk some shit. I've been hoarse. I can't talk. I couldn't do none of that. I've been holding back because I wasn't feeling good. Damn it, I'm feeling a little bit better. Now I'm ready to talk a little shit tonight. So for those of you that went to church today, praise the Lord. But I'm about to talk a little junk today. All right, yeah, because I've been holding back. Yeah. Y'all know how it is over here. I'm a little raw. We're gonna be a little sushi today. All right, y'all already said y'all can hear me. Y'all put the ones in saying y'all can hear me. I'm glad because I'm ready to talk a little shit today. Because some people have been running and acting them up. All right, yeah. Now, in terms of Tisha and Marceau, now at the end of this clip, Tisha and Marceau, they're having a meeting with Melody, Martell, Maurice, Kimmy, and y'all already know what it is, the six, what they call them, the six, the comeback group. Y'all already know it's about to go down. But y'all already know the comeback group. They're trying to get the comeback group to come back. Melody is like, no, I'm not trying to be in the comeback group. I already done relinquished my rights to the group. I don't want to be in it. Y'all on some bullshit. Y'all don't have y'all money right when it's time to do stuff. So I'm gonna say, no. All right. So in this particular scene in the promo, Tisha and Marceau, they look like they're presenting some type of business deal where everybody's sitting around the table. And there's Tisha saying that she wants everybody to try to pitch in and try to come back together in terms of doing a project together. How do they feel about it? Or is everybody in? Is everybody aboard on it? And they put the cameras on everybody, and everybody is kind of looking like Martell. Of course, his ears went up because he ain't doing shit. So he was happy as hell to hear anything about them doing something. Okay, yeah, he was happy to hear. His ears went up. Y'all know them big ass Martin ears went up, and he was just like, this could be another opportunity for me, for me to get some money. Everybody else around the table, they look like they might have been interested, but Melody, her reaction was giving, yeah, no. She wasn't feeling it at all. Melody was like, yeah, no. I'm not trying to do that because, yeah, no. And let me show y'all her reaction. This was Melody's reaction, okay? That's Melody's reaction when Tisha asked, y'all want to be in on it? This is Melody's reaction. She was looking like, hell no. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that. This is Martell's reaction when they were talking about the meeting. Because y'all know what, they don't allow us to play the actual video because then they'll try to strike your channel. They so funny like that. So I can play the audio for you guys, which I will do. And if you guys watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, you kind of know the voices of whoever is going to be speaking. And I'm going to play it here in a second. But that was Martell's reaction because y'all know his wheels get to spinning because all he hears is money because he ain't making none. All right. This Maurice, you know, because he know ain't nothing going on over there, Credit One. So he in on it too, honey. He ready. This is him sitting there looking like, okay, yeah. And mind you, I haven't heard him say anything about Maurice talking about Credit One for this season. Everybody's supposed to be talking about their businesses this season. All right. This season is supposed to be in the direction Carlos King is taking with this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville is everyone is supposed to be talking about their business and what's going on with their business, how the business is thriving, you know, what's going on with the business. I haven't heard anything about Credit One. Okay. Nothing about Credit One. So that's kind of weird to me. All right. That's kind of weird to me. But yeah. So with Martell actually confronting Tiffany about saying something, and I meant to let me back up just a little bit. With Martell confronting Tiffany about saying something to Sheree, it sparks Lewis to get upset to where it looks like he and Martell is kind of going back and forth a little bit because he is confronting Tiffany, which y'all know is his wife, which he should. Another man should not be confronting another woman. If you got a problem with that, then go to Lewis and say, hey, man, I heard your wife said something to Sheree. I have a problem with that. Hey, maybe you should say something to her. It's not his place to say something because y'all know Martell lives to argue with women, running up on women. Tiffany is pregnant. At the end of the day, she don't need that type of drama from Martell. Was she out of line for saying something? Maybe. But Martell doesn't, like I said, of course, after seeing Destiny getting the boot. All right. So she's being a little extra and a little more messy this season, even though she's expecting. So we'll see. We'll see what it's giving, y'all. We'll see what it's giving. But I think Martell, he needs to calm down. And two, I don't know if you guys saw where he's supposed to be a grand marshal at some type of Dominican thing in Atlanta. I think, before I get off him right quick, I don't want to keep bouncing around, but I want to give you guys all the info. Because I think I got the flyer. I do. So May 27th, okay, there's supposed to be like an Atlanta carnival. It's called the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival. And it's for the 2023 Grand Marshal, and they're saying it is, well, not for, but Martell is going to be the 2023 Grand Marshal for the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival. He's not even Caribbean, first of all. He probably never been close to the damn Caribbeans. This is the flyer, okay? So once again, he snagged another BS event, okay? He's hanging on to this Grand Marshal. I told y'all he is the king of recycling moments for some clout in order to stay relevant, okay? He ain't doing nothing else, but he will recycle some moments. I said, oh my God. And y'all already know that the petition is going around for him. I posted it on my IG and I posted it on my Facebook page as well, the Caramel Rell Show. For those of you that's not following me over there, because I do be leaving nuggets and dropping little stuff as I get it over there as well. Again, the Caramel Rell Show, that is a plug. For those of you who are not following me there on Facebook, okay, so I do be dropping stuff over there and leaving information as well. All right, so let's move on, child, because it's a lot. I'm gonna save this for tomorrow because I don't really want to talk about him now. I want to kind of get to this situation with Latasha Scott, honey, from Escape. Y'all know this topic is trending, honey. What is going on between Latasha Scott, honey, and her husband and this damn side chick. But we're gonna also talk about this 30K because he has since responded. He is doing what he lives and loves to do, which is threaten people. Okay, yeah. Rocky Bivens, honey, which is Latasha Scott's from Escape's husband. He lives to be threatening people. He's trying to say he's gonna be suing somebody and all this. I'm just like, bro, You're doing a little bit too much. Okay. I get it. You used to work for R. Kelly. He used to work for R. Kelly for 14 years. All right. So trust and believe me that he has that mindset of R. Kelly. How can you be around a person unless you agree? Okay. He started out being like the stage man. R. Kelly's brother was the stage man. I did my homework on it. So R. Kelly's brother, I think Kerry Kelly, used to be the stage man for R. Kelly. He didn't want to be that anymore. So around, so he kind of got rid of his brother as doing that. And then he hired Tasha's brother as being the stage man. And from that, he kind of helped out with security. And then he was kind of helping manage R. Kelly. So you already know what goes into managing R. Kelly. Security, as you guys know, security would be the ones that would go pick out the little young girls in the mall. Okay. Security would be the ones that was watching these little young girls when they would be over there. All right. Oh, yeah. So I know a whole lot about that. And I've been following this story. So he used to work for R. Kelly. And like I said, he lives to be threatening people whenever he feels like he don't get his way. So he speaks about this $30K. All right. He speaks about this $30K as to say that he didn't steal it, which I kind of expected that from him because he is a straight up liar. But let me go ahead and play for you what he had to say. All right. He get on my nerves because he's such a liar.
It's dots that can be connected, and I'm gonna steer you in the right direction. No, but to answer your question, no. Nah. Tasha didn't take $30,000. How can I deposit $30,000 into it? I can't even put my wife's check in my account, first of all. You know, so that's baffling, but no, she didn't. And you know, I'll give her the opportunity to explain that the way she had to explain, but it's no money was taken. And the truth is, they were paying Tamika Tasha's money. See, but that's a family thing, and I'm not trying to break that wall, but neither one, I mean, the royalty people didn't know. They mixed the sisters up, and they didn't know, you know, but Tamika knew. You know, she knew Tasha wrote everything. She knew Tasha, Doug Holiday, all that, so she knew they was giving her Tasha money. And, you know, when y'all saw that editing, man, that scene was chopped and screwed because Tasha then was looking like, what are you talking about, Tamika? Don't do this. But it's even more deeper than that, Tasha. And I'll tell you that, you know, I had to tell you where we at on this promotion, so you might have to fly out and just really sit down.
Gaslighting, y'all hear?
You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that. But connect the dots. It's one dot you're going to connect, and you're going to be like, yo, I just fell on the holy.
Y'all can never get a straight answer out of him because he talks in circles. He reminds me so much of Marceau when he talks because he gaslights, first of all. He dances around whatever it is that you ask him. He don't ever give you a straight answer. So he talks about 3, 4, 5 different things at one time to kind of throw you off to where you be sitting there like, what the hell? What is he talking about? Okay. It's a simple yes or no. Did you take the money? Yes. If you took it, then explain why you took it and when you're going to pay the shit back. That's all we really want to hear from you because you really can take somebody's money. And like she said, she already have proof and she has copies of the checks showing that his signature was on the damn check. So why he keeps sitting there lying and saying that he didn't and that it was a mix up and that the royalty company thought that it was that the sisters were mixed up, that's a lie. That is a lie because his wife says she received her checks. So why would they be sending her some checks that say LaTasha on it and then send another check that says Tamika on it and think that it's LaTasha? Like, if we're going to lie, please get your lie together. Like, you didn't even practice your lie before you even said it, sir. The checks were rerouted from going to Tamika's house to the mother's house, which is where Rocky and LaTasha were staying at the time. And he took those checks, and I said allegedly, because the sister is the one that even said it. Tamika is the one that even brought it out and said it. That the checks were taken and deposited into his account. And I went to believe that sister knew it too. Oh, moon pie face. That's what I'm going to call her ass because she's very damn disrespectful. Okay? Very disrespectful. If her ass wasn't in there bleaching, then she would have known what was going on. Yeah, I'm going to be a little hard on her and I'm going to drag her ass just a little bit because she stay talking out of turn. He do too. He do too. I'm so sick of them, y'all. I'm so sick of them. All right, now let me go because I got something else that I want to play as it relates to him. And then the sister talks about Tamika Scott. She talks about how he has threatened her in terms of trying to make her shut up and not talk about this money. Okay, and that's what he likes to do. That's what R. Kelly's people like to do. When Surviving R. Kelly was getting ready to come out, they started threatening these girls, trying to make them be quiet. And this is the same thing that he is trying to do to Tamika Scott and anybody else. He tried to threaten Tasha K when the side chick, and we're going to talk about it here in a few minutes. He tried to threaten Tasha K to tell her that the video from the side chick of her coming forward and exposing him better not come out because something might happen that night. That's a threat. That is the same mess that R. Kelly and his camp do. Let me play for you guys what Tamika Scott from Escape had to say in terms of Rocky. And she also put it out there that he threatened Nikki Gilbert's husband from the show. Let me put it out there.
It went to my sister and her husband. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I felt, when I saw it, that he made a threat. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just tripping. But then I saw a lot of DMs. They was like, did he just threaten you? Like, what are the consequences? How are you going to threaten me for the truth? That is
shout out to Empire.
Like, you
That's
know, y'all know y'all stole from me. And I said I was going to stop talking about it. But don't make it seem like I'm crazy. They're going around doing interviews trying to make people think I'm crazy. If I was crazy, my mom would have had me on medicine. They would have had me in counseling. And that's a stigma that we have as African Americans. It's like, oh, if you go to counseling, you crazy. That don't mean you crazy. Going to counseling makes you healthy. I've heard couples say they go to counseling once a month and their relationship is great. I'm finally realizing that, Tamika, you're enough. All these years I didn't feel like it. All these years I went in the shadow. And I didn't mind being in the shadow. I didn't mind being in the back, cheering and rooting. I love that. But yeah, I was a little hurt when I saw my sister, and because it's like she just let him say whatever. I felt like that was a threat.
My name come up.
You and Rocky stole my money. Mama didn't say nothing.
I'm sick of being called out by Tamika.
Yeah.
When you scream somebody name, you gotta deal with
Can't
what
show
come
that
with
because
it.
you know they're gonna be
Deal with what come with it.
So I'm just trying to figure out what the consequences
Y'all hear
are.
that?
I'm waiting on the consequences to see
Threatening.
what those are for telling the truth. I know he got something coming. Because I don't know if y'all watched R&B Diva. There was a confrontation where on R&B Divas, he got into it with Nikki Gilbert's husband. And I was told, allegedly, I took that for candy, that he pulled a gun out on her husband. And after that, it was no more R&B Diva. And I heard Nikki say that she talked about the situation online, and she was saying that her husband's life meant more than that show. So, I mean, you know, he's known to be a bully. He's known to pull guns out. He put a gun out on this guy named Lawrence, this producer. And Lawrence he had to go to the hospital, and he had a stroke. So, you know, my sister's husband, he's a bully.
Y'all hear that? Now he threatened Tasha K on the most recent interview because the side chick who was messing with him for over 5 years came forward with receipts, 5 years of receipts, you guys, and exposed him. All right, we get ready to talk about it here in a minute. He is very dangerous. He is a bully. He is a bully. He is a bully, and he's a fast talker. Okay, yeah. So he picked up on some of them manipulative, fast talking traits being around R. Kelly for all those years. He worked for R. Kelly for 14 years, like I said. Okay, so you guys know, and this was around the 90s when R. Kelly was really doing his stuff back in the day. And it was also said that Latasha Scott's husband, Rocky, was in the room when R. Kelly married Aaliyah. Because y'all know he was security back then. He worked hand in hand with R. Kelly. So he was around R. Kelly and Aaliyah, and he was also in the room when R. Kelly and Aaliyah got married. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But then his crazy wife sit there and defend him and take up for him, knowing the type of creep he is and knows that he's a bully. Anytime I see them, I've been watching the show, and anytime I see them out, I don't ever see them be lovey-dovey or have this. I don't see him look at her like, oh my God, I just love her. Okay. Just the way that he met her alone back in the day when they talked about it on the show was kind of weird and creepy. She already had a boyfriend when she met him. Then she said that he saw her in the studio and he told her that you my girl now, like this whole bully mess. He got her in terms of bullying the boyfriend to say that that's my girl now, that's my boyfriend, and that's my girlfriend, and you can leave now. So then she starts dating him and breaks up with the other boy, okay? Which I thought that was real messed up. All right. I feel like he picked the weakest link in the group in terms of getting with Latasha, because he saw that she was up and coming and getting ready to be somebody. She was the lead singer of the group, so he felt like she was coming up on a lot of money, because during that time he really wasn't making that much money being a security person for R. Kelly. So he attached himself onto Latasha in terms of trying to secure his future. I don't think he was really attracted to her like that, because she really wasn't that much to look at back in the day. Let me show you guys a picture, and I don't want to be, shaming anybody in terms of how they look, but this is how she looked back in the day. This is how she looks now in the other picture over in the white. Okay, she's been bleaching. Obviously, something's been going on because she don't look the same. All right, that's how she used to look. Y'all know she won't nothing to look at now. She won't nothing to look at. That's why I say moon pie face. I'm trying to be nice, but yeah. So I feel like he attached himself to her because he knew where she was going. He knew that she was getting ready to start making some money, and he attached himself so that he can be in on that. Now, during his interview with Tasha K, and we get ready to get on into it, he talked about how several times within the marriage he has cheated. Okay, and Latasha, she decided to stay with him and put up with it, obviously. Okay, now this particular female who he was cheating with says that she was messing around with him for over 5 years, and there were also other women that came forward. There were some slung pictures that were sent out to this particular female, and other females that he was messing with had these same slung pictures. He's trying to say that she's a fraud, that he's getting her involved with the feds, that him and Tasha is suing this girl because she's been stalking them, that she moved down the street from them. Well, she has brought receipts out, and when I tell you it's 5 years of receipts, he has gone and deleted messages from his phone to show that he was not having any conversations, any contact with her whatsoever. She kept her messages upon him asking her to delete her. She declined. So she has just done an interview with Tasha K after he has already threatened her and told her to keep her mouth shut. So she was just like, I ain't scared of you, Rocky. I'm not scared of you. I'm going to talk and I'm going to tell what I want to tell. So, yeah, upon her doing that, she sat down with Tasha K and she spilled the beans. Oh, yeah. She spilled the beans. All right. And Tasha Scott, honey, she just acting so oblivious to what's going on. And I'm just like, girl, why are you continuing to stay with somebody who is mentally manipulating you, lying to you, and pretty much playing you? All right. Playing you. This girl, this side chick has said that she has been pregnant by this man all of 3 times. 2 of which she had an AB, 1 of which she had a miscarriage. Okay, kind of almost sounds like Ariana's situation with Martell, if you will. He has promised her things, and because she did not get what was promised to her, which was the fact that he was leaving Latasha Scott and buying her this huge house for all of them to live in, because she has, I think, 3 kids of her own. Okay, these are things that she says he was promising her. So because he did not give her what she was promised, now she is telling on him and she is putting his business out there, and he's pissed about it. So he is trying to go ahead of her and threaten her to be quiet, but that did not work because she sat down and did a whole interview with Tasha K and spilled the beans. Okay. So Tasha Scott has done interviews talking about this girl, which has then sparked her, like I said, to go out here and tell the business. Okay. So I'm just like, listen, girl, Tasha Scott, you and your drag queen looking 10-piece bucket of chicken eating the ass need to get somewhere and sit down and stop defending this fool. You might want to go on and put him out, baby, and divorce him. I don't care if you've been married. She's been married to him for 28 years, y'all. 28 years she been with this fool. And I'm willing to believe you. He probably threatened her ass too. If he threatened everybody else, I'm pretty sure if she wanted to leave him, he probably threatened her too. I'll say allegedly. But that's just his go-to when he don't get his way. Yeah. Yeah, she run around here looking like a damn drag queen. Looking like her ass done ate a 10-piece bucket of chicken from KFC somewhere. Oh, greasy. She always looking greasy, too. That's why her ass be so mad. Go somewhere and wipe that damn chicken grease off you and sit down and stop acting the way you do. She's very jealous-hearted and very mean-hearted. You need to sit down and see what's going on with your husband. That, and I think that is misplaced anger. She's mad as hell that he's stepping out on her and being with other people. Hence the reason why she done went out here and probably had this little surgery, honey, to lose this weight and bleaching her skin and running around here with these blonde wigs on trying to look like somebody else because she done forgot who she is. I don't think he was attracted to her. And I don't want to call nobody ugly. I don't think that he was attracted to her. She was, and she said in an interview, she felt like she was the ugly duckling in the group. She's always had self-esteem issues, okay? Always. And I think he kind of played on that. But I don't see him going nowhere because that is his bread and butter in terms of being with her. Okay, child. He know he took that 30K. And I say allegedly. I really feel like he did. I really feel like he did. Rocky, you and your double whopper with cheese eating ass. I think you did. I do. Now, this side chick, honey. This side chick. Her real name is Tijuana Fuqua. She's from New Orleans, okay? She calls herself Unique. She's trying to be a rapper at 38 years old. I don't know why you waited this long. She's trying to be famous for quite a while. She's been on divorce court. I think they said 2 or 3 times, okay, with her ex-husband, who she says she was married to for 13 years. She has 3 children by her ex-husband. She left her ex-husband to be with Rocky because he promised her, and this is from her admission, he promised her that he was leaving Latasha, that he really wasn't in love with her, but that he was going to stay with her because what else the hell he going to do? Okay, his situation with R. Kelly didn't pan out. As y'all know, R. Kelly is spending a life sentence in jail, so what else he going to do? All right, yeah. Escape don't want him managing them. So, I mean, yeah. So he speaks about, he speaks about the cheating allegations with this alleged side chick who came forward, like I said, with 5 years of text messages, receipts, schlong pictures, honey, that she showed Tasha K. I was just like, damn. It was giving hot mess, if you will, y'all. I was just like, damn, y'all, listen. All right, so this is what let me play this. Let me play this because I was just like, oh Jesus. All right, shout out to Tasha K, honey. Let me get past this ad. Yeah, I'm gonna play this because I was just like, oh Jesus.
She's retarded. Hello?
Hey,
This
Rocky.
is Rocky talking to Tasha K.
What's up, mama?
What's up with you? I'm exhausted.
I'm waking up. My people waking me up saying I got some humor today, some real good humor. You all right?
I'm good. I'm just exhausted. I've been up for 24 hours, and so we was with Unique pretty much all night. And
yeah. Hey, listen. I hope she I rock with you, whether you know it or not. We never met, but I've always rocked with you because I just felt like you always said the right things to make me stay in the shadows and be like, even with the Rob stuff, I'm like, oh, okay. She do enough research to know what it is. So much respect to what you do and how you deal with it. But let's get into the what's going on.
all right. Well, you got to tell me because, I went through almost 5 years worth of text messages between y'all.
Between me and what's the girl? Tijuana.
He trying to act like he don't know who it is. You done messed with her for 5 years.
From text messages from where? From my phone?
Yes. Rocky, listen, she ain't the. And here's the thing: there's another girl. There's 2 more women that came forward, and apparently you sent the same pictures to them, and so Unique has those pictures as well too. But they don't know each other. She don't know about them. They don't know about her. But here's the thing: like the messages that we have, like the screen record of the messages that we have between you and her is about 7 minutes long, and I'm scrolling fast. I'm just scrolling fast. I'm stopping at Cashapp that you're giving her, telling her that your wife's birthday is today, telling her that you love her. It's a lot, Rocky. It's a lot. And she even said that you deleted all the messages from your phone, but then tried to delete them from her phone, and she knew. And that's why she wouldn't give you her phone. But everything that she said, she backed up with receipts, with your name on flight tickets, screenshots, pictures of your penis. It's a lot, Rocky.
Now, Tasha, let me tell you something. I mean, because you don't know me, so this is
you come to live.
You're getting to know me, so you can know, like, damn, Rock, I can see why you never was talked about in the R. Kelly scandal. I can see why this is the first time we ever heard about
any of whatever infidelity or whatever people want to call it, whatever. Without saying too much, because there's a real legal issue going on with that lady that I'm not even. This conversation with me and you ain't even happening because you're not even in this. So this is me reaching out to you because I was reaching out to you about something else. When you hit me, I was talking to you about the whole escape stuff. This right
that's
here.
That's what I was talking to you about.
Yeah,
so we had somebody.
This right here is nothing. When I tell you, when I say nothing, you're gonna be like, I'm so glad I ain't getting that because that man and that situation with the feds, all that. You talking about phones, I can't say but so much, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm not gonna say much because what you seeing and those pictures of the other girl, all that's gonna come out. Like that's bigger than it's really nothing. But I was 10 times smarter when the girl first did what she did. Like, oh, okay. So we've been like that girl moved over by my house, being obsessed. I've been had the feds on this. Me and Tasha been on this times 2. We cool.
Me and Tasha.
The pictures that came from that somebody tapped into, that's a whole case, just so you know. So I didn't even really call about her because that's laughable. I was hitting you about because I knew all this escape stuff and they had pissed me off, so I wanted to chop it up with you about that. But that girl and that's a no story. When you see what's going to happen, even with me and Tasha, it's laughable. When I say laughable. So that I can't get into. But I mean, I can tell you whatever you want to. I mean, what you want to know from me directly, but you'll see about that with the feds and my lawyers, all that.
So what, are you suing the girl or something?
Oh, suing ain't the word, sweetheart. That's a rap. Sweaty going to jail. She's a criminal. Her whole family. That's why we never said nothing. That's their whole family scammers, criminals. Like for real, New Orleans style. Trust me. I would send you something, but I can't because I can't mess up my case. That's a wrap. Me and Tasha been on that.
So you saying Tasha knows about the girl?
Oh yes, man. Come on, this is so serious. This stalking shit. This whole. What's she getting out of it? What you getting out of it? Nothing. You messed up. She messed up too many times. Like gave her a chance. Like, hey, listen, I know what y'all did. That's illegal. What was done? But okay. So I ain't even say nothing about that. I ain't even got to talk about that. I'll tell you what you want to know because I rock with you. I don't even want you in it, but I rock with you. So whatever you need to know to that level, to where you can laugh at this with that too, cool. But the bigger news is other things that that we got going on. So I wanted to talk to you about things that has real conversation. That's no conversation. None. That ain't even Kevin Hart material. That ain't even like one thing about me, Tasha. How y'all doing? Hold on, Tasha. Everybody making it seem like I'm Denzel, so I have to walk to myself. I'm not Denzel. Give me $20 billion.
He is delusional.
Give me $20 million if I'm
not Denzel. Okay.
Yeah, somebody, Will Smith or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, somebody with some. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get
delusional. Gaslighting the hell out of Tasha.
Yeah.
Gaslighting her.
Yeah. Whatever you want to know, I'm gonna tell you, but I tell you anonymously. But hey,
well, you mentioned something about R. Kelly. How are you connected to R. Kelly? Were you a part of his camp?
Tasha, I'm Rockland Records with R. Kelly. I'm the one. I did listen, I got people with the federal government. So if you watch my BBC interview, you'll see how for 30 years I tried to tell Rob what was going on. It's more to me than people know. It ain't just R. Kelly, it's Michael Jackson, it's Britney Spears, it's Trey Songz, it's Tamar Braxton. I signed it. Everybody think I'm just we gotta talk. I'm not that I'm not Todd or Toddina.
That's how you disrespect the Todd.
One of these guys. I've been behind the scenes for a long time. So people, this type of stuff, Tasha, they've been trying for years. I've been with Michael all throughout the scandal, everything. So when people do silly stuff in life, I'm Mr. Fix It. And now that it's silly stuff on me, it's easier to fix. But yes, with mean, yeah. I represented. I started off as a bodyguard. It's a whole story, man. You need to sit down. Okay. But when things went left, when I got the phone calls, I made it very clear that I, wasn't a part of none of that. And which they know, because, they wanted me. Only thing I didn't do was go against them. But that's another conversation for another day. You really can get the real inside. Like, if you watch the BBC interview, me and you sit down,
Okay, I have to go back and rewind that. Okay, cool. I didn't even know about Michael Jackson and everything like that.
He is talking in certain. This is another Marceau, y'all.
But here's the thing. I think. Listen, I'm gonna send you over what she sent me.
Okay.
None of your dick pics will be out. Okay, I don't put out nudity or anything like that.
Hey, listen, wait, Josh, I appreciate that. This me talking, so you gonna see like, oh, rock my nigga, this nigga just real. Dick pics. Yeah. If somebody got dick pics of me, I need to see them. I need to see my dick. I mean, I see it, but who the fuck? How do you get a dick pic of me? What the fuck is it? My dick? Is it a porn star dick? You see what I'm saying? Like you ain't got no dick pic of me, Tasha. I'm sorry, baby. Not of mine. I mean, she probably got dick pics, but did you
ever tell her you were gonna leave Tasha for her and you was moving money? Tosh, you was moving money into an account.
Hey Tosh, listen to me. And you when I say that 3, 4, 5 years from now, you're gonna be laughing like I fuck with this nigga. Listen to me. Me and my wife have been together 28 years. We ain't never going nowhere. Ain't never nothing like you know how these dudes get in scandals and they be, I did wrong or I did something. You would never get that. You come to our house, you gonna come around, you're gonna be like, hey man, y'all the funniest people in the world, laughing at the world. It's no go. It's a no go. You gotta think about this with that girl Tijuana. There's only so much I can say, especially on the phone, but in person, me and you will really talk. Even about that. And I'll show you some stuff that you'd be like, I'm so glad. This girl didn't even have a clue. She's delusional. She's deranged. But think about this. What is she trying to get out of it? You just put 2 and 2 together. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm mentally. That woman has 3 children. I can't say but so much, and none of them mine. But when you see when me and you meet up, that's why I hit you the other day. You must didn't know the number or whatever. It went from this number. But when you see what I show you, you're going to be like, girl, you wasted my time. And that's cool. You apologize to it, but then you're going to take it back. Okay. You're going to be like, I'm going to take it back. I don't apologize to this girl because I just found out something the real stuff, not no little text messages. Like, listen to me. When I show you what I'm going to show you, you're going to see it's federal. This ain't like state. This is federal. Listen to me. So, and I'll give you enough research to do for you to know, like, this nigga ain't just talking. I finally found out who he was. I woke up this morning and I was like, damn, why everybody keep saying my name? I can't wait till people start putting 2 and 2 together. Why is me and my wife, or why am I so important to Candy? Or not important, but they trying to make me seem like unimportant. Why is Rocky name coming up so much? I said, somebody smart gonna pay attention. And when they pay attention, you see what's out there today, right? Outside of you doing that, talking to the girl. You see what the big news is, right?
Not she the girl.
About you still in the $30,000?
No, now the news is Tamika, my sister-in-law, was sending me naked pictures. Todd sucking a tranny's dick, and Tiny in trouble. That's about to be the biggest news today. So, people, that girl you got coming over there with security for what? Like, damn, Tasha.
Let me ask you this real quick. So,
he's trying to take the attention off him, y'all.
Because that's really what I want to sit down and talk to you about.
Yeah, and you finna see that. Like, the sisters are together. No, Tasha ain't never take no. Man, I can't wait to sit down with you. And Tamika gonna tell it. She gonna. Tasha, this the biggest plot from since you said somebody didn't have nothing to do with it. You're wrong, Tasha K. You're wrong. I'm gonna show you. But this is federal with that dumb chick. But connect the dots. It's only so much connect the dots. It's dots that can be connected, and I'm gonna steer you in the right direction. No, but to answer your question, no. Nah. Tasha didn't take $30,000. How can I deposit $30,000 into it? I can't even put my wife check in my account, first of all. So that's baffling. But no, she didn't. And you know, I'll give her the opportunity to explain that the way she had to explain. But it's no money was taken, and if the truth is, they were paying Tamika Tasha's money. See, but that's a family thing, and I'm not trying to break that wall. But neither one. I mean, the royalty people didn't know. They mixed the sisters up, and they didn't know. You know, but Tamika knew. You know, she knew Tasha wrote everything. She knew Tasha, Doug Holiday, all that. So she knew they was giving her Tasha money. And you know, when y'all saw that editing, man, that scene was chopped and screwed because Tasha and them was looking like, what are you talking about, Tamika? Don't do this. But it's even more deeper than that, Tasha. And I'll tell you that, you know, I had to tell you where we at on this promotion, so you might have to fly out and just really sit down, because I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't do all that. But connect the dots. It's one dot you're going to connect, and you're going to be like, oh, I just fell on the Holy Grail. But it just got to remain anonymous when I point it to you. You see what I'm saying? On certain things. The thing with me, they ain't got to remain anonymous. It's a situation, you know, it's legal, so I can't talk. But the escape stuff, you know, I will allow. I'm not gonna tear them down the way they trying to tear me down, but I will let the truth come out. Does that make sense?
But I mean, they out here. I mean, basically saying what they gotta say. So you really don't want to address it.
No, but you gotta think about it, Tosh. If you look on Instagram, that's the silliest thing I ever did, but I don't care. I put up an affiliation, right? Mm-hmm. You know, there's one person, but you know that people. It's a name, a gang name. I'm connecting, and I can't. Really
He's stuttering. You lying.
So it's only so much I can do with the. Leave me the fuck alone. Y'all better leave that boy alone. Hey, Tasha, I bet you today you finna see a lot of people apologizing, or you finna see some camaraderie. Now, I told you first, you're going to be like, I don't know, I got to get with this thing. If you would have got with me,
thanks so much, Sugar, for the super chat.
But the situation you was dealing with, it wouldn't have happened, I promise you.
What situation are you talking about?
Your public situation.
Well, I got a lot of public situations. Which one are we talking about?
The Cardi one.
Oh, that's the one. You can make it go away?
Hey, man, that shit with a...
Can you make it go away right now?
No, hear that.
Listen to
he
me.
trying to tell her he could have made the Cardi situation go away.
Or you gonna give me $4 million? Or you
gonna? You owe for me? I don't know.
Yeah, I was $4 million. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you think that's something, watch what you finna see what happens to Short. I ain't gonna even say nothing. Yeah, but it's worse than that. But I know you owe $4 million. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
why would they do that?
Man, listen, it's a lot. I have
deflection.
To sit down and tell you.
But I still can pick up a phone. You do understand something. Wait, listen.
He try to act like he got so much
cool.
cool.
But check this out. So I didn't even know Unique's real name till you told me. Like, I didn't know her real name, you know. I didn't ask her. I just wanted her to, you know, I hit her up and I was like, hey, you know, I'm in Atlanta for a day the same way I hit you up. And I was like, do you want to come through and set the record straight? She said, absolutely. She said, you know, a lot of platforms have been reaching out to her, but she says the relationship that she's had with you is over 5 years. She has your name tattooed on her back. You told her that you liked it. There are Cashapp transactions coming from you to her. There are conversations about what you're doing with your wife to her. There are I love yous from you to her. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Like I don't see anybody going back 5 years.
Thank you so much, Diva, for sure.
Making up conversations, sending pictures of washers and dryers and you know, and shit like that. Like I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around like who's gonna sit up, you know, and take that much time to do this. And she's claimed that the only thing she's ever received from you was like the Cashapp gifts and maybe some trips. Like you didn't really have a lot of money because your money is tied in with Tasha. But what you did promise her was that you were going to leave Tasha. It was going to take some time and you were going to be with her. And that's why she's upset. And she's had 2 abortions and 1 miscarriage.
Oh my God.
Yeah, from you.
His name, oh my God.
And all of that is in the text messages between the 2 of you. even up until y'all sending, screenshots. Rick, I don't know if you know this new age digital media. I know you 50, so you're an older gentleman, but the digital footprint is a motherfucker. You know? Yeah, so it's like, we try to be secretive about stuff, but anytime you send something to a phone nowadays, whether it's trackable, it's traceable, it's undeletable, and everything is left. Like I've had
in the cloud.
It's in the cloud, and everything is in her thread and in the cloud, even up to your WhatsApp messages between you and her. And so, like, I don't know. This is a very, 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 very sad situation. I'm not happy about putting out a story like this involving a woman who's been married to you for 30 years. Hasn't been any public.
Thank you so much, ABK.
Shenanigans going on with Tasha. I do know that she has a very strained relationship with her sister, with her mother, and it all boils back to you. And then when I have different messages from different women, I mean, we even have messages between you and a woman on LinkedIn. I said, damn.
He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot.
Part of the federal. I mean, it's all part. Tasha.
He's still talking about this federal. You caught, sir.
Okay. But the reason why I told you I couldn't say nothing before, this has been an elaborate thing it's something that's connected to something you talked about that people have been trying to chat me down or pull me down for years, right? But you can't. Those other, this ain't the first time we heard about. We knew about unique situation of whatever coming out 3 weeks before it came out with whatever, she talking about, hey, Tasha, I can't make babies, but that's all I'm going to give you, okay? Like, by the laws of nature, I can't have children. I mean, we got one son, me and Tasha. I got one child on the whole earth. So I'm going to leave that there.
Well, do you have a vasectomy or something, or what?
No, it's a medical thing, but we can't. That's why me and my wife was crying. Like, oh, she had 3 babies, but she was like, damn, I wish I had one more since she had 3 and bring that one.
Her anything and she just believe it. It don't matter what he say to her. If he tell her the sky is green, this girl believe it. She is so gone mentally. I told y'all it's Stockholm syndrome. Just like R. Kelly and his men and his crew and his enablers, because he was an enabler. If you working for R. Kelly, you are an enabler because all he was hanging around was young girls and young boys. So you cannot tell me you did not see things over there. Working with him for 14 years in the 90s when R. Kelly was at the height of his career, messing with younger. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that you did not see things and you did not enable things. I'm sorry. Then you gonna say, oh, when it got hot over there. Yeah, you did get out of there because you knew what it was. Why you quit working like that? Why you stopped working with him? Because you knew it was getting hot. You knew the feds was about to come right on up in there and snatch him on up out of there. That's why you got up out of there. You knew it was wrong when you were standing in the room when he was marrying Aaliyah at 14 years old. You knew, but your ass was still in there. Just like everybody else who were enablers. Now, you done married LaTosha Scott. Her ass is about crazy. She running around here. She don't know her left from her right. Anytime he can walk up there and tell her in the middle of a whole, what were they in a confessional? She can't even answer questions on her own. Just like Candy and all them said. Anytime they get ready to have a meeting about something, she always say, oh, I got to pray about it. I can't talk about it now. I got to talk to my husband. He is not in the group. So you are allowing him, ma'am, to take over your mind and or make you say whatever he wants you to say. He's not in the group. Just like he fast talk everybody else, he fast talk Tasha. Just cause he gonna sit here and say, oh, I don't know. Oh, her, I don't know her. I don't know her. Oh, you do know her. You promised this girl some stuff, and that's why she's acting like she is. And the fact that you didn't, she did like all side chicks do. She came back and exposed your ass. Where would she get 5 years of receipts? You told her to delete everything in her phone. Why would you tell her to do that? You tell her, oh, I'm deleting mine, so you should delete yours. And she said, yeah, I'm not ready to delete my messages yet. So the fact that she didn't delete them, she has 5 years of messages, WhatsApp messages and text messages that Tasha K sat there and recorded out of this girl's phone of him talking back and forth to her. They talked about what was it? The morning after pill. They talked about the pregnancy test that she took. Now, if you didn't know nothing about that, so why you sitting on Tasha K's interview now talking about, oh, she did. She talked about a pregnancy. You know that because you were in conversation with her when she texted to you the picture of the pregnancy test showing that she was pregnant. He even went as far, according to the side chick, in terms of telling her that if she kept the baby, that him and Tasha Scott was going to take the baby from her if she kept this baby. He knew what he was doing. He is manipulating, and he sat there and lied. He wanted to talk about everything else, about this fed mess. Then when Tasha started talking about, well, this girl is saying this and this and this about you. Now he want to sit there with, oh, yeah, she's saying that. Oh, she really said that? That's what she said? You know that's what she said because that's what happened. You know that's what she said because that's what happened. You know you were involved, allegedly, with taking some of this money, according to the sister, because your name was on the back of the check, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly. Okay. Yeah. Tasha Scott did a whole interview, all right, saying that her husband didn't have a relationship with the side chick and that the baby that she was pregnant with wasn't her husband's child, okay? Sparking outrage, making the side chick upset. Excuse me. Exposing Rocky to where she sat down with Tasha K and told everything and showed everything. Where would she get all these receipts from? Where would she get all this proof from? I mean, can you make up text messages? Can you? It is his number. It was his number sent from him to her, and she saved it. So he felt like because he went and changed his number and because he went and deleted stuff out of his phone that it could not be tracked. But he looked stupid. Just like Tasha said, stuff is saved in the cloud. You might delete it from your phone here, but if you got an updated phone like an iPhone, that stuff is there. It can be pulled up. How do you think police do it? You commit a crime and do something in your phone just because you delete it from there. They have a way of going back and pulling those things from your phone to show that you said and or did something. They can tell you what vicinity you were in by your phone. Your phone holds a lot of receipts and or information. I don't think he know that. You say all that, I was never there. Oh, okay. The tower shows that it pinged from your phone, sir. You were there. I watched enough crime shows to know that. I don't know why he think he can fast talk people and gaslight and lie like he's been doing to say he was not involved with something. This girl has a lot of information on him for him to not know her like that. She's been in public places with you. She even went as far as saying that she was at T.I.'s studio, rapper T.I.'s studio with him. And that she actually had an intimate moment in the studio at rapper T.I.'s studio. And I'm going to say allegedly, these are her words. So you felt comfortable enough to be public with her in public places. Everybody know you married to Latasha Scott. There's pictures all over the internet of you and this girl. And I'm not praising the side chick, and I'm not trying to co-sign her bullshit because it was wrong for her to mess with him from the start. Let me just say that. It was wrong for her to mess with him from the start. I think she knew who he was. I think that she was looking for a come up. Why would you be on divorce court 3 times trying to get some clout? Now you're trying to get this rapping career off the ground. First, she was trying to say that her son sang and that he was trying to help her son get some type of recording contract done. That's the oldest bullshit in the book. That's the same mess R. Kelly used to do with these girls. Say, oh, let me help you with your career. Meanwhile, you ain't trying to help nobody with a career. You sleeping with the mama. Ain't nobody put no song out. You still in the same place that you were in the beginning. That's the same mess R. Kelly did. None of the girls that he messed with put out no songs. Just like that son ain't put out no song. You ain't put out no rap song either. You ain't famous either. So why you ain't get what you wanted from him? Now you pissed and mad. You doing interviews just like Ariana did with Martell because he ain't leave Melody when he told her that he was going to leave. So now you out here on your get back trying to embarrass this man. Okay. Not that I care about him because they both wrong. They both wrong. He wrong for messing with her for as long as he was messing with her and the other chicks that he was allegedly messing with as well. Because it was said that other females had the same picture that was floating around of his schlong while he was trying. Oh, I need to see it. You know what your raggedy bumped up penis look like. You know what your raggedy bumped up penis look like. You don't need to see no picture of it. You don't need you looked at the picture before you sent it out. Remember? This woman showed a picture. Where would she get it from? How would she get a picture of your penis, your very private part that's zipped up in your pants that only your wife should see? How would she get a picture of that? How would she know where you live? How would she know this, and this about you? How would she be around your private friends? How would she know these things about you if you weren't messing with her? And that's the problem I have with him. Oh, the feds. You stay talking about the feds, but you were running so the feds don't be on your ass when you was getting over there, when you was over there with R. Kelly when the block got hot, sir. This girl talked about how she was in studio after studio. She done been in several places with this fool. But now you don't know her. Oh, she said that? Oh, she said she was pregnant? Bitch, you know she was pregnant. You know she was pregnant. Cause where were you like old girl off Color Purple on top of me? That's where your ass was. Now all of a sudden you got amnesia. Where was you? He was on top of me. Ain't that what she said? Yeah, you know where you were. You know where you were. You know where you were. Don't act surprised now because your ass got exposed. And that's the problem. He was thinking as long as he was getting away with it. Oh, I deleted my stuff. There ain't nobody gonna know. She can do as many interviews as she want to do. There ain't nobody gonna know because I ain't there's no paper trail. Well, sorry, she kept the paper trail in her phone for 5 years, okay? And now she's ready to lifetime. She's ready to tell her story. Okay, yeah. And Tasha's so stupid to even stay with him. I'm sorry, girl. There's no amount of bleach that you can put on yourself. There's no amount of blonde wigs you can put on, honey, that can change who you are. At the end of the day, you need to get some therapy and you need to get far away from this fool because it's apparent that he is using you. This man been sending cash apps of your money to the side chick. Cash apps of your money to the side chick. Taking her out of town. She done been to Texas with him, allegedly, according to her. I'm just like, bitch, Texas? If he's supposed to be a baller like that, that's the only place he could take you is Texas. I'm thinking Perry or somewhere. That's the only place he took you was Texas? Out of town? I've been out of town with him. That's her at the interview. I've been out of town with him. I've been out of town. Girl, we went to Texas. Texas? Okay, girl. That shows where your standards are. Texas? You were proud to tell somebody this man took you to Texas. Oh, okay. Okay, girl. Okay. But Rocky has admitted, like I said, that he has cheated multiple times within the marriage to Tasha. And she's still there. But you sit your ass on the show. We've been married for 28 years. What we got over here is solid. Is it solid? It sounds more like trauma bonding to me. That's what it sounds like. Trauma bonding. Both of y'all asses are crazy. Somebody put Paris, Texas in there. Y'all need some counseling, okay? Paris, Texas, no such of a place. Anyway, yeah, so the side chick says that she has multiple pregnancies, okay, where she had to get ABs, okay, because Rocky did not want the babies. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. Just like Martell didn't want the babies with Ariana. None of them want the babies because that's stopping them in their bag and that's exposing them and possibly getting them kicked out to where they're not going to be able to live the lifestyle that they live. Look how Martell is living now. If Rocky gets put out from Tasha, he is going to be in the same place that Martell is in right now. Out here doing bullshit jobs just to survive. Oh, yeah. Okay. She says that he threatened that he and Latasha, like I said, would take that child if she decided to keep it. So she decided to get rid of it. All right. Like I said, he is known for threatening people, just like R. Kelly in his camp is known for threatening people when they don't get their way. Like I said, when the Surviving R. Kelly thing came out, that's all you saw was threats towards the girls. Any girl that wanted to speak and or come forward and talk, they were being threatened. One person's car even was put on fire. That's just how far it was going to make them be quiet. All right. Yeah. So he threatened people that he knows has information on him. And he knows that this girl has a lot of information and he stands to lose a lot, which is why he's trying to get ahead of this. That's why he called Tasha K. Not because you want to talk about that 30,000, because this 30,000 been out now for weeks. Now you want to talk about 30,000. You're coming out to try to get ahead of this interview that she's putting out about you now. Okay. Just somebody said it is a real place. I stand corrected. Okay. I thought y'all being funny. I ain't never heard of Paris, Texas. Okay. And I do travel a lot, but I ain't never heard of it. But anywho, yeah, he was trying to get ahead of this particular interview with Tasha K because he knew that the side chick was getting ready to tell everything. And he thought about what was really in that phone that she did not delete because there was a lot of tea that could destroy him. But in crazy Tasha Scott's mind, I don't think that she's ever still going to leave him because he had the capability to get in her ear and tell her whatever he wants to tell her to make her stay. He's done it for 28 years. He's cheated on her throughout the 28 years and she's still there. So I'm more susceptible to think that if he does sit down and tell her everything that he has done and the fact that he has been with this particular female and everything that he's done with her, she still won't leave him. Okay. Yeah, he was blowing Tasha's phone up during the interview with this side chick. Okay. To try to stop her from talking. All right. Now, she told how long that she has been seeing other women, okay, and even tried to sleep with her homegirl. So Rocky actually tried to sleep with the side chick's homegirl as well as her, okay, and a couple other girls that he was messing with at the same time, and sending the same slong pic that he sent to the side chick to these other females that he was messing with. So not only was he trying to sleep with the side chick, he was trying to sleep with her homegirl. So how thirsty and trifling could he be? But his wife ain't gonna believe it because he said Tasha and I are suing so and so and so. So you got her thinking that she need to be out here suing the side chick for something that you did. So you don't put it in her mind that the side chick is so wrong for coming forward and blasting you that she about to mess up our good thing. So Tasha, you got to be in on this with me. You got to go down there to the courthouse and file this with me to make it look like we in on this together and say that, you know, I'm in agreement with my husband. I don't believe that my husband will go out here and do this when there is actual proof there showing that he was. I'm just saying, you look stupid. Now, this girl has gone as far as getting Rocky's name tattooed on her lower back. Okay. Edward. His real name is Edward. Edward Bivens. He's supposed to be first cousins to Michael Bivens, who is in Belle Biv DeVoe, from what I'm told. Okay. So she has Edward tattooed on her lower back. Okay. Right over her butt. Edward, whatever it is. It still sounds like an old grandpa name. But she has this man's name tattooed on her body. Who goes that far as to do that if they're not having some type of situationship with this person? Okay. Yeah. Now, it says that he promised that he was stacking some type of money to buy this girl a house in order to leave Tasha because he wasn't in love with her. This is what she is saying that he told her. Okay. So like I said, Rocky, he then calls Tasha K to threaten her to say that you might not want to show that interview because you don't know what might happen after that. That's a threat. And if I was Tasha, I would have had his ass, I would have pressed charges on his ass and let him know, you don't threaten me. First of all, this is my job. This is my job, okay? Whoever I choose to interview, if they want to come out and tell their truth, then they tell their truth. You don't threaten me and tell me what I cannot say and or expose. You shouldn't be out here hoeing, period. Okay? You shouldn't be out here hoeing. So the side chick says that she wasn't a side chick and that she was in a real relationship with him. That is what she's saying. She don't want to be called a side chick when that's what you are. If a person is married and you're seeing them, whether it's on the low, whether it's out in public, you are still a side chick. So now the fact that you think that you are more than you really are, which is a side chick, is even more mind-boggling to me. I got to drag her too, because how do you feel that you are more than you really are? You left your husband of 13 years to be with another woman's husband. How stupid do you look? For a nigga named Edwin or Edward, whatever his name is. Edward Scissorhand is what you should have called him because you should have cut that bitch off. Okay? You get your ass the scissors. His name should be Edward Scissorhand because you should have cut that bitch off. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Okay? Ain't that what the song say? That's what you should have been saying. With everything you say he did to you, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. You should have been cut him off. 5 years, you let him drag you. You let him drag you for 5 years. What is it with the number 5? Ariana was fooling around with Martell for 5 years. Now this stupid girl. Now you the girl. What is it with this number 5? Is it something special about the number 5 when it's you know related to side chicks? Is this the number that you got? Y'all, yeah, is it mandatory that y'all stay with these fools for 5 years? and be mistreated and lied to and dogged out? Okay, and walking around with schlong breath for 5 years. You got to be walking around with schlong breath for 5 years. Is that mandatory? Let me know, because I've been out of the game for a while. Like, what is it? I've been out of the game for a hot minute. Is it mandatory that you got to walk around here and be cheated on and have schlong breath and be looking stupid and be a side chick and be told that you're going to get something that you ain't going to get for 5 years? That's a long time. That's a long time. Oh, that's a long time. That's a long time. It's a long time to be getting bumps. That's a long time to can't call that man because he got to go home to his wife. That's a long time to be lied to. 5 years. It ain't nothing cut that bitch off. You should have been cut him off, girl. You should have been cut him off. You should have been cut him off. Now you out here want to rap at 38. What you rapping about, girl? Now you want to be a rapper at 38. Even more delusional. Why your ass was fooling with him for 5 years, you should have rolled that shit back and been focusing on your rap career back then. Okay? He won't about to help you with no rap career. Like I said, that's the oldest trick in the book. He done got that mess from R. Kelly. That's what they did back then. Oh, girl, I'm about to help you with your career. I'm about to make you the next Aaliyah out here, girl. Well, what I got to do first? What I got to do to be the next Aaliyah? Well, first, girl, I'm going to need you, girl. You're going to have to roll your back first, girl. I got to see what you working with back there in the bedroom, girl. I got to see if you on that first. Before I see, before we put you in the studio. Yeah. I got to see if you know how to sing on the mic before you sing on the mic. If that makes any sense. I got to see how you sing on the mic before you sing on the mic. Did that make any sense? Can you sing on the mic before you sing on the mic? In so many words. Read between the lines. Y'all grown. Yeah. Can you do that shit first before you really okay? Can you do that first? Can you before you and can you do that shit first? I need to see how you had done that first before I really put you in the studio. Because we don't just put anybody in the studio. It's levels to that. It's levels. It's levels. It's levels to this thing. That's what you trying to let her know. It's levels to this thing, girl. Okay? Yeah, it's levels to it. Mm-hmm. Yes, you got to. So you might have to bob for apples for a little bit, and mm-hmm. Your bang's got to be disheveled a little bit before you get in the studio, girl. You just can't go in the studio and sing like that. You got some things you got to do first. That's what you're trying to let you know. Okay? Yeah. That's what you're trying to let you know. But you wasted 5 years. Okay. You wasted 5 years on your back. And now you ain't got no album. So what's it giving? Okay. That's what we do. But you in everybody else's studio. Okay. But you and she said she was in T.I. studio. What was you doing in there? I'm pretty sure you weren't recording. Because you said in the interview that you was in there and you was in there, blowing your back out. So you still ain't did no song. So what's it giving? You going in the studio, but you ain't coming out with no song. The only thing you came out of there with was a Charlie horse. That's the only thing it sounded like to me. You went in the studio and you did that shit. And the only thing you came out with was a Charlie horse. You still ain't came out with no song. But you trying to be a rapper. He helping you with your career. But okay. I don't know, child. You might as well go on and get you an OnlyFans. Let me help you. Because this is what all the other girls do when they life don't go the way it need to go. And they ain't making the money they think they gonna make, and they done lost they threw their life away on a man, a sorry ass man, honey, who was married and then promised them a whole bunch of shit, and they do. Girl, go on to get you an OnlyFans, child, because you look like you your OnlyFans at this point. Go on and get you an OnlyFans, girl. Go on in there and take a few shirts off. Do what you got to do. Make you a little coin and go somewhere and sit your ass down. You a mother of 3 children, sitting your ass on Tasha K, embarrassing yourself. Okay, like your children ain't gonna see this interview someday and see that their mama was a straight up Theot out here. Okay. You were thought to the 3rd degree, and you proud of that shit, that you was out here messing with another woman's husband and saying that you were not a side chick, when in fact that's what it was. Go look it up. Look up the word side chick, and your name might be right beside the word. You and Ariana. Both y'all asses gonna be sitting there like this. Yeah, because that's what you were. Do I feel sorry? I don't feel sorry for no side chick that waste their life away on sorry ass niggas, especially a Martian head motherfucker like that. And I just got to say it like that. He looked just like a Martian. He looks just like a Martian with them black circles under his eyes. And that's what you threw your life away for? That's what you gave up a 13-year marriage for? Girl, bye. Thank you so much, Soul Star Music. Girl, bye. Please close the door behind you. And I hope your lace front get caught in the damn door when you walk out. I do. I hope your lace front get caught in the damn door when you walk out. When you close the door. Because you look stupid. And plug them damn, and I already said it, plug them gray contacts out of your eyes. Yeah, pluck them out, girl. Because you look stupid at this point. It look like she been bleaching too. It look like he like women that like to bleach. Let me show y'all the picture that I saw. When she was on divorce court. This is her. This is her on divorce court. Tia Wanda, that's her real name. Well, her mama name, her government name is Tia Wanda Fuqua. This her on divorce court looking stupid. Tia Wanda now. That's her. Let me show you. Let me show you how she look now. Okay. Let me show y'all what she look like now, because I got the picture. There's some bleaching going on. You did all that for what? Just like Tasha did all what she did and still in the same place. Bleaching, contacts, and lace fronts. And you still single and ain't got no man. You still ain't got no album out after all that. You still look stupid. Okay? You done got your teeth whitened and everything. And the only thing you got left with was a whole phone of damn 5 years of text messages. That's the only thing you got out the deal was 5 years of text messages, okay? And probably got skeeted in the eye a few times and you know, probably hung up on a few times because you called him on the night when his wife was home and he couldn't talk to you right then. Y'all know how it be. You married. It's certain times you can call. And you got a one-way ticket to Texas. Okay? You don't forget about that. You had a good old time in Texas, honey. He took you out of town to Texas to get you probably some damn Texas barbecue and brought your ass back home. And that's it. I hope you're proud of that, girl. I really hope you're proud of that. And I hope they put a lot of sauce on your damn barbecue so you can feel important. Since your ass went to Texas. You brag. Oh, I went to Texas. Texas your ass somewhere and sit down. Okay? Because you look stupid around this point. You look stupid. Nobody told you to mess with him. And any other woman out there who's fooling with him behind the scenes. Now you see. And then the problem with that is he pissed as hell that she exposed him, because by her exposing him, that lets all the other women know that's messing with him what type of bullshit he on too. Okay? That's why he mad and trying to get ahead of it. And that's how men be. That's why Martell was pissed when Melody divorced him and put him out there. Because all the other pygmies that was messing with him, it exposed him for who he really is. That's why he was mad at Tiffany in the promo video. Because why would you say that? To mess me up with Sheree. Well, you already messed up with Sheree. Because Sheree ain't fooling with you no more. Else your ass would be at the Oscars with her now. Okay? She see you for who you are. And she like ain't shit men. But you just so ain't shit that you just ain't on that level of ain't shit that she like no more. Okay, if that makes sense. It's a certain level of ain't shit men that she like. She like her ain't shit men here, but you here. So she can't fool with you. That's just what it boils down to. Because y'all know she like her men in jail, honey, with felonies. That scream in her face and don't pay child support. That's the type of men she like. You, Martell, you have, yeah, you above that. So she's like, oh, you are just much too much. I can't take that level of ain't shit. That's what she trying to tell your ass. That's why she ain't with you. Okay. It was never gonna work in the beginning. So yeah, you had to bump yourself back down to being with a little what can I call her? A needy ratchet biatch like Ariana, who got to stay behind a filter, okay, and hide who she really is, because she ain't shit either. So two ain't shit people belong together. And on that note, we're gonna get on out of here, child. Because what we going on? We're going on 2 hours, honey. We're going on 2 hours. Two ain't shit people belong together. Why he won't marry her, I don't know. I don't know why he don't go to marry Ariana, honey, and just call it a day. He is still trying to be with Melody, and Ariana just don't see that. But at the end of the day, honey, y'all belong together. All right? Yes, you do. So we're going to get on. Yes, I see somebody put it in there, peasant. That's what she is. And the chick that did the interview with Tasha K is a peasant as well. Two peasants, honey, trying to come up by way of somebody else. The money that Martell was spending on Ariana and everybody else, it was Mel's money. And the money that Rocky is out here Cashapp and everybody else, it's Tasha money. And if she want to continue to be out here doing 486 runs, honey, and giving her money away to all the side chicks, baby, be my guest. Do what you got to do, honey. Keep doing them 486 runs, and then your husband keep cash apping all these side hoes and live your best life, baby. Okay. And on that note, we gonna get on out of here. You guys have a splendid day. Thank you guys for joining the live. We got 770 in the building and 584 likes. Thank y'all so much for joining over here. Yes, and we will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. All right. Love you guys down. Thank you so much for the cash apps. Thank you so much for the super stickers, and thank you so much for the likes. Thank you. Thank you so much for my mods for doing a good job of keeping the trolling down, and any content creators that join us tonight. Thank y'all for being here as well. All right. We're going to get on out of here on that note. Goodbye.